Okay, the new badges have arrived, so this short video is about how to attach them to your uniform. The long white cloud Kung Fu badge goes on the left in front of your chest, and the 5 Animal Fist badge, as you can see, goes on the right shoulder. The badges have an iron-on backing, so once you have them in the right spot, you want to have an iron at a medium heat, not too hot. You don't want to melt your fabric. You just want to melt the glue that's on the back of the patch so it sticks to your uniform. So this will take a few seconds. You're probably going to want to keep the iron on the patch for maybe 30 seconds or so it will stick. Once you've done this, so the badge has stuck to your uniform, I recommend also turning it over and ironing the other side so you get maximum adhesion. So the badge is now firmly ironed in place, but this isn't actually going to hold it there strongly enough for when you're doing Kung Fu. These will pull off if you leave them just like this. They need to be sewn on as well. Now, if you know someone who has a sewing machine sturdy enough to sew through this thick embroidered fabric, I recommend you get them to sew it on, because this will sew it on very firmly. Otherwise, you're going to need to do it by hand. You're going to need a needle and some thread the same or similar to the colour of the edging to sew with. I've tied a knot so there's a loop in the thread. I'm then going to take the needle and I'm going to push it through so that it comes up right beside the outside of the badge. I'll pull the thread partway through and then go back down just barely on the inside of the edging. That's the point where it's going to be easiest to go through rather than actually through the edging, which is thicker. I'm then going to pull it through, and pulling the thread through right before it gets all the way through, I'm going to loop the needle through the thread to help keep that in place. I'll then do a couple of stitches, not going all the way through the badge, just to help anchor this here. And then I'm going to continue to stitch around the badge, coming from the outside, beside the badge, looping over, down just barely through on the inside of the edging, and go all the way around. As you continue around, the back should look something like this, with a pattern of stitches going around in a circle. On the other side, you can barely see the stitches as they blend in with the edging. The stitches do need to be quite close together in order to hold it on strongly and put up with the wear and tear that it'll get doing Kung Fu. And when you're finished, your uniform should look really good with your new badges on.